So we're going to find the area of this particular compound shape, and this particular shape is called like a U shape because it's shaped like a U. This particular one's upside down, so it looks more like an N shape. Nevertheless, we're going to call it a U shape, and I'm going to use method number 1, which I call divide and conquer. It's not an official name, it's just the one that I use. So we're going to divide this compound shape into the rectangles that make it up. And in this particular kind of shape, these U shapes, usually you can assume that there are 3 smaller rectangles within it. So here's the first one, for example. This is rectangle number 1. Then you have rectangle number 2. Yep. And then you have rectangle number 3. So you can divide it up like that, and you can clearly see there are 3 rectangles that make the shape up that you could divide them into to find out the area. You can also divide the shape up in a different way, like this. So there's one there, one big one at the top, and then you've got a smaller one here. Yep, and then you've got another small one here. And again, you can see that the whole shape is again made up of smaller rectangles. Now, if you added up all these rectangles, so if you added up this one, and this one, and this one, you would get the area of the whole compound shape. This bit in here, that is cut out. There's nothing there. That's a space. That's a gap. Okay, so let's have a go at solving this particular kind of problem by using the divide and conquer method. So you can do it any which way you like. I'm going to break this up into rectangles that look like this. And I'm going to call this particular rectangle rectangle number 1. And I'm going to see if I can find out what the area of rectangle number 1 is. So I'm going to use my formulae, length times width, and see what I've been given. So I've got a length of 10, and I've got a width, I've been given the width, great, of 4. So the area of rectangle number 1 is 40, centimeters squared. So I'm going to be using that later. Let's try this particular rectangle right here. Okay, and I'll call this one rectangle number 2, and I'm going to try and find out what its area is using my formula, area equals length times width. So let's see if I know what the length is. That's not clear. That's not clear. I'm going to have to do some working out. So let's do some working out. Let's do this one first. This length here. I know that the whole length, right, is 9. And I know that part of it is 4. And I know that another part of it is 2. So 9 minus, what's 4 plus 2 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. So I know that that has to be 3 centimeters. And I'm just left with this tricky one, this length. So again, I know that the whole length is 10. I also know that up to here, right, is 3. So this must be 7. So I now know that that's a 7. I know that that's a 3. And so 7 times 3 is 21 centimeters squared. And I'm up to the last rectangle that I need to worry about, and that's this one. And I'll call that one rectangle number 3. So just get rid of that for now so I don't get confused. So rectangle number 3, again, I use my same formula, area equals length times width, and I just have to fill it in. What have I got? I know the length, it's the same as this length, so that's a 10. I know the width, it's given to me down the bottom, so that's 2. So the area of rectangle number 3 is 20 centimeters squared. So all I need to do now is add 40 plus 21 plus 20. That's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 81 centimeters. So I know that the area equals 81 centimeters squared. So that's one way that you can solve this particular kind of problem. The other way for U shapes is probably even easier. It's the take a bite out of the whole approach that we've used before. So the whole, okay, now what does that refer to? Well, the whole refers to imagining that this compound shape with its gap here is a whole rectangle. So this right? So if I find out what the area of the hole is, I should be able to get close to figuring out what the area of the compound shape is. So I'll just make a little copy of it here. So I'll just move that up, make a little copy of it, and just keep it down the bottom just to refer to if I need to. So let's calculate this whole rectangle. So this is the whole rectangle that I'm talking about, and let's use our formulae. And if we use our formulae correctly, we should really be able to find out the area of the whole rectangle quite easily. Area equals length times width. So what's the length? We can call that 10 if you like. That's the longest. And the width is across here, so that's 9. So I know that the whole rectangle is 90 centimeters squared. Cool, so I'm going to use that later. Now we have to get to the bit where we have to take a bite. Okay, we're going to take a bite out of that hole. Now which is the bite? Well, here is the bite, because remember, this is not part of the shape. It's not there, so we have to remove it. We have to minus it. So let's figure out, again, what the area of that is. So area equals length times width. Area equals, we'll say length is 3, that's given to us, and the width is from here to here, right? We know that from here to here is 4, we know from here to here is 2, and we know the whole length is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6, 9 minus 6 is 3, so we know that that's a 3, so that's a 3. So that's actually a square. 3 times 3 is 9 centimeters squared. So, if we take a bite out of the hole, I have my 90, which was the hole. I take a bite out of it, which is this part here, and I know that that is worth 9. 90 minus 9 is 81. So the area of this compound shape is 81 centimeters. Area is squared, and that is the final solution.